Good morning, it's Sim from Heirloom Naturally. We grow heirloom vegetables in the field without chemicals in Mansfield, Victoria. And this morning I'm getting nice and low to the ground because I'm talking on the question of bitter lettuce. It's something that people are really concerned about, and that is getting bitter lettuce in their salads. And I can completely understand that. It's a taste that is acquired. And if you're into chicory or radicchio or endive, those kinds of things, then a bitter taste probably won't concern you too much. It is actually good for the appetite, for stimulating digestive systems and juices within the body. So bitterness is not such a bad thing. However, I do often get asked about our lettuces at farmers markets. Which one of your lettuces aren't bitter? Because I don't like that. And certainly now, since we've started selling our heirloom lettuce seeds, that's also a very common question that I receive. Which one of these seed varieties aren't the bitter variety? And what's really interesting about lettuce is that in and of itself, it's not bitter. The thing about lettuce for you to be aware of is that it is actually a cool season vegetable. But we tend to like to eat salads in the heat of summer. That crunch, the lovely moisture that's within the leaves, that's what we're looking for most of the time. So in effect, whilst we can grow lettuce all year round, we are actually growing lettuce at the height of summer, which is outside of its more common growing season, which is usually through the cooler months of the year. So in terms of what causes bitterness, 9 times out of 10, what causes the bitterness in your lettuce is lack of water and high heat. And so if you think about the fact that we prefer to eat our lettuces in summer, we are actually growing it in a season that generally, in Australia anyway, and in Mansfield, Victoria, we don't get a lot of rainfall, and we certainly tend to get high heat. So how do you combat that? So lettuces, in effect, like most vegetables, prefer to get about 25 mils of rain a week. So if you're not receiving that in rainfall, then what you'll need to do is to irrigate or water your lettuces so that they receive that amount of water during the week. So you can monitor that in a number of different ways. You can buy moisture meters, you can have a rain gauge in your market garden or veggie patch, but trying to make sure that these little darlings do receive enough water to stop that bitterness from coming on. In terms of heat, you can certainly cover them with shade cloth. If you're not in a windy spot like we are here, that might be easier than it is for us to achieve on a regular basis. But one of the things that we do in summer is that we grow our lettuce crops either interplanted, as you can see here between my garlic plants, or what we do is that we grow them on the eastern side of our taller growing crops, such as tomatoes or cucumbers, or even some of our crops that we're growing that we're allowing to go to seed for saving because they tend to get a lot taller as well. And what that will do is that it will shade your beautiful lettuce crops from that hot afternoon westerly sun. And obviously, if you're following me from the northern hemisphere, just flip that around so that it suits your sunny context. So they're the main reasons why lettuce goes bitter: too much heat and lack of water. And if you can counteract that, then you have a really good chance of growing beautiful, delicious lettuce during summer without that bitterness. So eat well, stay well, enjoy the lovely weather that's coming. We're in spring at the moment, summer is on its way. Enjoy the sunshine and eat well, stay well.